Estoy con CocoRosie justo antes de su segunda fecha en la Ciudad de México. Hi guys.
Hi. Hola.
Hola. Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, poquito.
¿Podemos hacer esto en español?
No podemos.
I just want to know how you guys picked music as the tool to express yourselves. How did this happen?
God only knows. Actually, we were doing other things, and I don't know how it turned into music. We were taking photographs and dressing up, which we still do a lot of with our project. Music is just kind of like the, I see it as the entry point or the sort of invitation into the world that we had. But all along, we've been able to indulge in so many different mediums. I started writing poetry very young, and I've been able to do that a lot in this project. And I think music is just one of the things that we enjoy doing. Sierra's, been singing since she was really young, and her love of gospel music was kind of aesthetically connected to the style of poetry I was into, and that's kind of how we got linked up.
So you're mentioning how you like to dress up and everything. How important is it for you, and how do you pick what you're going to wear on stage?
Intuition is a guide. We change phases very rapidly. I'd say once a week we have a completely new attire. And it sometimes is directly connected to our music, poetry, concepts, and other times is more abstract. But I think that it's interesting being here because we have had a connection to the Mexican culture since we were very young, raised in Southern California. Right. And that's come out a lot in our style.
We're talking about, all the visual stuff, and there's many elements to your music, not only, the regular rock and roll or folk or whatever band. How do you know, like, the elements that you incorporate when you were writing an album? How do you know when to stop? Like, you know what I mean?
I think that's one good thing about working with a sister is that we have a kind of compass, and when we both get the same feeling, we're really sure about it. So I think when we both come to a point when we have that feeling that something's done, there's no questioning for us. But we definitely go through layers of experimentation.
Is it hard for you to translate what you do in studio and take it to a live stage?
Well, one thing is we don't really limit ourselves when we're recording and producing to the idea that we should be able to reproduce that live. And so we don't think about it whatsoever. And so it is very challenging. All of the sort of, any electronic or syncopated rhythms you hear on our records are all discarded live. Everything's is a lot more human. All the percussion is beatboxing and done by hand. So that aspect's quite different. We just get together and we just kind of try one song after the other and see what works, and that's how our set comes together. People kind of request songs when we're playing, and a lot of them we've never even attempted.
Your first album was recorded in a bathroom, am I correct? How much have you experimented with other techniques not as usual? Can you tell us a couple of secrets?
We've tried some outdoor stuff as well, bringing small little battery packs with us and trying to find special acoustics, nature, caves and tree holes and stuff like that.
How was the transition for both of you from poetry and opera to rock or folk? How was the entire process?
We started with these gospel tunes, and Sierra kind of forced me into singing. I was very, very shy. I'm still shy, but I was pretty horrified in our first year maybe of performing. And I had gone through a lot of different styles of vocals and struggled a lot with them. I think a lot of singers can struggle with their voice. It's different from a musician who's sort of, playing something that's not connected to their body. So it's been an interesting journey for us. I know, Sierra's taught me that a lot, that you can use the voice as a guide for self-discovery and